I can't. I'm tired. What crossed my mind today? I suddenly thought of my mother. Uh, by the way, it's nice and wintry today. Snow, frigid ice, and wind. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I just thought of my mother today, and she always said that things happen for a reason. Maybe she's no longer on this earth because everything was just going to deteriorate. And let me first start saying that maybe I am potentially putting myself in danger by saying that my mother was an immigrant. The United States, I think, as a citizen, I'm suffering from some kind of what would I call it? Some kind of chaotic syndrome. I I don't want to bottle up extreme amounts of hate, dislike, trauma, especially every day. And like I said, because I thought of my mother, I'm thinking if she were here today, would she be in danger? Because what social media is teaching me is that this is perfectly okay. This is immigration is illegal, I guess. Visa, green cards is illegal. Working in the country is illegal, I guess. I mean, the thing about, let's go way back. I mean, this is for the kiddies. Way back 2001, September 11th. We always have custom border patrol. You see, take I'm in Michigan, so we got go to Detroit, Windsor. There's always customs there, custom officers always. But now we got immigration and custom and law enforcement apparently, who just goes to your house or chases you around, thinking you're an illegal immigrant. What's that based on? I don't know. And now we're apparently. Here's the thing: if you're like any form of law enforcement, if you have weapons, anything, you got bulletproof vest or riot shields, baton, taser, guns, I think you'd be in a better position than me as a regular citizen. Maybe you would have a little bit of restraint or understanding. Why are you dogpiling someone, 6, 10 people? I'm exaggerating a little bit, but. And then shooting the person when they're on the ground, potentially. Oh, the person's armed. Okay, what if they are armed? Why you have the furious instinct to take out your gun and shoot someone? And I thought police were not into looking for trouble. I mean, you're in a bad spot. Say you pulled over a drunken person. You really don't want to take out any of your defensive weapons. That's just a bad day for you. You don't enter law enforcement or the military to find trouble or to find combat. I think that's just you don't want that. And even if you're a pro two amendment, two amendment, just second amendment. I don't think you want to find something a good reason to salivate at the mouth to find someone to shoot. Self defense is understandable, but if you're gonna have a weapon and those things are meant to cause very bad bodily harm, if not kill you, I think somewhere in the back of your head you're probably thinking, you know what, I really want to kill that person who's opposing my gun. And if you're at that point, I think I think there's a problem. Anyways, I thought of, like I said way back, I thought of my mother. She was um there is a, I don't remember the word, but there's a type of doctor where they're specialized in they're specialized in delivering children, babies. I'm sorry, babies. She love babies. I don't remember the name because it's a long name. It's like most doctor titles are gynecologists. They all have long names, but their purpose is delivering babies, making sure they're safe and out the womb. They even do surgery. They even are supportive of the surgeon sometimes. About the female body and stuff like that. And she was here. I wish I could ask her, but she's been here for many, 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 many years from the Caribbean. She has family here, and they don't temporarily. They're not like temporary. They to and from the Caribbean. They have houses here. Her oldest brother is deceased, and I think she's the youngest. So her second older brother does not live here, but she has family in Canada, and her friends in Florida. I think I don't remember if she had a sister, and her older sister was in New York. She passed away too. New York, Michigan, Canada, Florida. So what's the problem with that? What I'm saying is, I don't think I ever asked her. Like, I found her citizenship like application, and getting citizenship costs a lot of money. And what ICE seems to be doing, these and their supporters, and I don't think immigration and customs should be political at all. I mean, it should be understandable. Like, you don't want legal immigration. You don't want people just, to and from. But what are the chances of that happening often? Oh, they're coming up here smuggling drugs. That was the main point of this so-called radical spectrum. They're just saying immigrations are just bad people. And it just don't make any sense if you live on this earth or live in this country a long time. Oh, they're just bad people. But what I'm saying, the whole point is they think that if they're not citizens, they're not American, or they're not what's the word? They're not patriotic, or they're not loyal to the country because they have dual citizenship, and so on and so on. But by the way, she can't vote. She never did because she wasn't a official citizen. So stop spreading that around. You can't do that because when you go and vote, you have to have a state ID, and your citizenship is going to be registered to that ID. And then she also had a passport, and and she was also very glued to politics. And not like she came home, she came over here and can't speak English. She could really pass off as, I guess, quote unquote, American, because they have a thick accent. What's I have an accent too. What's gonna happen to me? So I just thought about her. I think what I can't stand is just unreal, this unreal acceptance of violence, and I don't mean just the shooting, but I guess excuse me. I guess I can't even think of just annoyed and sad, and of course it's gloomy out and snowy. It's just it just it I don't think social media reflects us a lot, maybe, but social media can really influence the minds of others. And then if they tell you that the violence or the shooting was warranted, there's a chance you're gonna believe it. And I think it's absolutely unhealthy to think of that way. To just wake up and have people telling us every day that, oh, he deserved it, she deserved it. Why you deserve to get shot in the head? Now, if you shoot people in the head, you really mean to kill somebody. You really mean to kill that person. So you saying he or she deserved to be shot in the head? That kind of means you just love that you enjoy the murder or the death. Now, I would probably say if someone try to barge into my house, have every intention of trying to rob me. I don't know what they have on them. They might have a knife. Now, what if I was armed? If I shoot that person, you probably think, yeah, you should have shot that person, Doggie. You did the right thing. But if you're salivating at the mouth of that sense of violence, and then you got people in the administration who has full access to the media going out there telling you that this was perfectly fine, then I think we're in a hole here. And I don't think in law enforcement should be overly political. I don't think it should be a left or a right and don't get me started with that president. I don't even want to talk about him because he's all for it. He always like, I don't know what happened. I'll let this and that person tell you what it is. This is a horrible, horrible person. The things I want to say. Ice was made at a quote-unquote convenient time when at 9/11, 2001, November 11, 2001, when the Twin Towers was bombed, up in flames, collapsed on tons of people died, tons of people were in the Twin Towers. They had to jump out of the Twin Towers and fall to their deaths. Some people were covered in debris or it had to be buried out of the Twin Towers mess, I guess. There's a whole lot of footage on that. So the ICE, the Immigration and Customs Enforcement, was made. And back then, I say the word convenient just because of the political weather at that time, because now we were at a time where it was perfectly fine to discriminate Muslims or people who look like Muslims. Well, maybe that's not the right word. Who looked, Middle Eastern, I guess. Yeah, that's perfect. If they're wearing turbans, or they could say, you don't belong in this country, you're dangerous, that type of thing. So we had these ICE guys going around looking for these people. Also, if you dare say anything against being anti-war, then you're considered non-patriotic. It's just, these violent things are just ending up in the hand of radicalists. It just, it's not a good look. It ain't a good look. So, I don't know. I should be reacting to the Mario movie, but I don't feel like it. I mean, it's just a trailer. I mean, you're just going to go to somebody else and see their reaction. I feel like if I watch the trailer, I'm going to see too much. And also, I have to be hush hush still. Hopefully, I will have a place to stay at the beginning of February. So I'm just waiting for answers on that. And of course, there's the snow, and that's affecting my work. And it's just a question whether wow, that's a lot of snow. It's a question of whether I go to work tomorrow or not. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I better make a TikTok account and just post random stuff about anything. Just because that's what people are. I'm annoyed, but I'm tired, and I can't really scream because, like I said, I gotta be hush hush, and I'm stuck right now. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.